video is on my 2009 Honda Civic Si. This is the sedan version, otherwise known as the FA5. I've had this car going for almost a year now. I like it. I came from an Infiniti G37 to this, and I'm very impressed. Not because power, because let's be honest, there is no power. Once you get it from the factory, from the dealership, there is absolutely nothing to write home about. There's nothing that you can brag about to your friends, nothing at all. The Infiniti, however, also had nothing that you can brag about. I have done a few things to it. Intake, short ram DC, intake manifold board and hone, full 3-inch skunk 2 exhaust, Flash Pro, and lowering springs. One thing I will say about these cars, once you get them, make sure you put the right lowering springs. I went with Megan, very impressed with them, very pleased. Ride's not uncomfortable at all by any means. The biggest thing that sold me about this car was the seats. These seats are absolutely incredible. I sat in them. As soon as I sat in them, I was sold. The car was mine. I wanted this car. I didn't want anything else. And to be honest, the Honda Civic wasn't even in my periphery. It wasn't even in my radar. Was not even thinking about getting a Honda Civic at all. I actually went out to look at a Volkswagen CC. Glad I made this choice. Volkswagens are expensive. So like I said, I've had this car for about a year now, done all those things to it. There's of course more to come. One thing I hate about this car is the transmission. If anybody knows anything about Honda Civic SIs, they would know that the 8th generation K20 had the worst transmission ever. Anytime you launch them from first gear, shift to second, most of the time you're gonna grind. It's not gonna let you in. The thing you have to do is adjust the clutch master cylinder or buy a brand new clutch master cylinder, which you don't buy a car to have to fix it right away. Hey, on the highway, let's have fun. General overview of the car. It's a 2009, so it's not brand new. I didn't buy it brand new. Bought it with about 82,000 miles on it. It's got around 90. It's got 92.8 right now. Within that year, I haven't really done anything major to it as far as mechanical maintenance or fixing any major problems. Besides adjusting the clutch master cylinder, changed the oil, and that was it. I did do one thing as preventative maintenance though. I did change the transmission oil just as preventative maintenance. I didn't know anything about the transmission problem, so I went ahead and changed the transmission oil because I thought that was the problem. It worked for about a month or so, and then I kept looking at more videos and hey, adjust the clutch master cylinder. So now I can do anything I want to. I can power shift to second, which I don't do, but I can do without a problem. Well, let me rephrase that. Without a problem 90% of the time. Have taken it to the drag strip. The first time I took it to the drag strip, all I had was the DC short ram intake and then exhaust shop custom welded exhaust. 2.5 inch from cat to back with a eBay axle back exhaust. Was not the best thing out there. As a matter of fact, it was loud and obnoxious. But you have to invest if you want to go fast. So with that being said, if you guys have a suggestion to what tire I can buy, please put it in the comment below. Beginning of the channel, probably not a lot of people are going to comment, like, or anything like that. So being that there's not that many, I can read absolutely every single one of them and reply to absolutely every single one of them. If this channel does take off and if people become interested and a lot of people comment, it may get to a point where I will not be able to answer every single one of them. I love for it to get to that point. So besides everything I've done to it, the very next thing that's going to happen to it is I will put a PLM header on it. Thank you, Jeff of Redline. You are an amazing person. Redline Motors, Kansas City, they will hook you up. Check them out. Next thing I will do is I'll fix the hail damage. First on the hood, next on the roof. Make sure I get that fixed before the first important face-off. So far, if I were to grade this car, I would grade it about a 8 out of 10. Why would I grade it an 8 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10, it being my car? Well, it's not that fast. There's problems with it. I'm sure once I change the tires, change the header out, I do a little bit more to it as far as power and performance, it may get to a 9. I don't know, I haven't done it yet. But definitely tires, just small things here and there, tweak. And then also, after I do everything, tune the hell out of it. TK Tuning is the people that tuned this car. Sent them data log, they sent me calibration. We did that for about a couple of days. Finally, they sent me something and it works fantastic. VTEC kicks in very early. Gotta love VTEC.